so I thought I'd start this favorites a little bit differently, a little bit more lifestyle, so it's gonna be a bit more casual. But yes, August is over, and I was gonna say, like, I feel like I haven't really done it. Oh, you can see me scratching my bum. I was gonna say that I feel like I haven't really done a lot for August, but then I looked through my diary and I got a new job. I'm on a new talk show. It's called Wei Wei Wei, like the way for the telephone, and it's on Youku, which is like the Chinese YouTube, once a week, and it's actually a live broadcasted show, which is pretty cool. So everything we talk and say is completely live broadcasted. So I've been signed for 12 episodes of that, and then that started last week, and then I went to Hong Kong once, and then I'm back on morning show for radio for a few days a week. So basically now I have 4 shows on the radio, and from Monday to Friday I'm from 6:30 a.m. till 12 p.m. But the 10 till 12 show, Jenny from the Block, is now recorded, so it's just 6:30 to 10 that's live. But like 6:30, like that means I have to wake up at like 5 because I have to get to the station at 6 and I have to leave the house by 5:30. Like, I just don't know how I'm gonna do it. So anyway, let's get on to the favorites. So first up, as usual, it is gonna be beauty. So let me move you to my... So hi guys, welcome to my makeup area. It's just a little like square box with just all my little makeup things. And it was my birthday last month, and my friend Jenny came back from Paris and she got me this Paris set of Too Faced melted lipsticks. Now, I've always seen these around, but I've never used it, and I have never used like really kind of lip lacquer, these kind of things, and the color is amazing. So it comes with 4. 2 of them are metal colors. I'm not too much of a fan of the metal colors. I haven't really used them but they're a bit like shiny, they're like molten metal, and I just don't think it suits me. But the other 2 colors I really, really love. So the colors are, so the dusty pink one is melted chihuahua. That sounds a little bit horrendous. And then this one is melted berry. Now this is the one that I have on right now, and I put this color on at 1 p.m. today, and now time check, where's my phone? Where's my phone at? I can't find my phone. Got it. It was underneath my blanket. So I put this lip lacquer on, the melted berry one from Too Faced, on at 1 p.m. and now it is 6:04, and look, the color is still there. But I do have a major pet peeve about these. Let me just show you. Look at that. It's disgusting. It's like a white fluffy tip, and you just have to reuse it because you can't really squirt it out unless you squirt it out onto like maybe a brush or something. So it's very pigmented. Like you literally want to squirt out as tiny amount as possible, which is impossible. And look, I just squirted out a little bit, and look how dark that is. And you just have to be very careful with your application because it does dry fast and it stains very well. So that's, look at that, super pigmented. So if you don't draw your lips nicely with the applicator, you're screwed. Like your lips are gonna look really weird, so make sure you're careful with that. Now let's pop over here. The next thing is a fragrance. Now this fragrance I have probably been using for the past almost 5 years. It's number 3 from DAG, L'Impératrice. Why do I mention it now? Because I feel like it's a summer fragrance and I use it every single summer. And it's just really hard to find in the world. I remember I bought this bottle in Paris, and then my friend went to Italy and she saw another one. To me, it smells like spicy watermelon, but not as in spicy like chili, but just kind of like, it's a bit more oomph to it, you know what I mean? But when you first spray it, it smells a bit like alcohol. It's got a very strong smell, but you gotta wait for it to settle, and then it smells like watermelon, so it's quite fruity and quite flowery, and definitely quite like, it's quite a sharp scent. But I love it, and like it's just so rare to find that. All my friends who I've like told what this perfume is to, people are like, I love it, I need to buy it, where can I buy it from? So next up, I've got some things that are like objects. So I did another Skechers event and I got another pair of Skechers shoes. So no, they're not paying me to say this, but they're so comfortable. As soon as I put them on in the store, I was like, because we all know that Skechers isn't that cool, like they don't have really cool designs, but they're starting to look more and more like Nike and Adidas shoes. So when I needed a pair of black and white runners, these were so nice. I mean, look at the floral pattern on the bottom, and this is the memory foam, so it's super soft. It's the collection with Demi Lovato's face on it, so if you're confused as to which one it is. And these are just the black and white ones because I used to have the black and white Nike Lunarlon trainers, and then they're just dead, so I need a new pair. And then perfectly I got this pair, so that's really great. Oh my gosh, look at my cat. Kit Kat, you know that's not safe. Kit Kat, come back! I sort of just do whatever. Like, I don't really plan anything, and with hotels I just book the one that looks the prettiest and has the best reviews. So I've never really thought of writing stuff down, but recently after my Greek trip, everyone has been asking me how much did I spend, where did I stay, like what kind of transport did I use, what restaurants I went to, and when they asked me, I honestly could not remember. So this book is really, really good to sort of note down your travels if you want to share with them. And because I blog all my travels, I thought it was really good. So it comes with a lot of tabs. First up, we've got destination, and it's just got like my dream destination, you know, very Kiki K type. And destination research, ideal length of stay, what the place is known for. The next one is itinerary. So itinerary is just like, they've got all the things for you to fill out. Next one is budgeting, which is something that is very important. So that's what budget looks like. Then we've got transportation, which is very smart because every city has different transportation. And very importantly, accommodation. And you can say if it was a hostel, hotel, Airbnb, whatever, length of stay, cost per night, a total cost. And then we have one more block for sightseeing. So just like if it was a gallery, a monument, if it was worth it, which city it was in, is there any websites that you would link. So I think it's just very useful for me. And they've also got tabs for shopping and culture, what the culture per city is like. And what's this one? Things to pack. Oh, I love this one. It's so cute. So you can just tick off things that you need to bring with you. And then the last one is just notes. And then, yeah, that's it. I just think it's a very lovely travel note thing. And then that way you can reflect on your travels as well. To be able to show you what I've been spending most of my time on this month, you have to come to my computer. And the first thing you will see on my computer is a TV show. And what is this TV show, you may ask? So let's take a little play. We can see, this is a Chinese website, so you can see up there, it says called 迷失, which means lost. I'm on season 3, episode 5. So that means within 5 to 6 days, I've watched almost like 50 something episodes, because each season has like 20 something episodes. So I never watched it when it was on TV in Australia, so I've really been enjoying it. I'm just like hooked on. I finally found a show that I've been hooked onto, and there's like 6 seasons with it, so I can just like ram it in. So what I really like about it is, firstly, the storyline. Everybody kind of already knows what the storyline is about, so I won't go depth into that. But the amount of actors that were like birthed from this show. I did not know Damon Salvatore from Vampire Diaries, Ian Somerhalder, was in this show. And also Michelle Rodriguez from Fast and Furious is in this show. The mum from Modern Family is in this show. And then the Korean actor from Mistress is in this show. Daniel Day Kim from Hawaii Five-0, the Korean guy, is in this show as well. It's just like every second person in this, you're just like, oh my gosh, I've seen them in that show, in this show. So I just think this show was such a good foundation for so many of our now really, really established good actors. And also, now when you watch this show, you'll be like, oh yeah, there's a couple Asians, there's a few white people, there's some mixed people, there's a few Middle Eastern people, no biggie, because every show now has people of color. But if you realize, like, you think back then, this show was probably most popular around 2004, 2006. That was a really big step for them then, to have so many people of color. Like, the show kind of reminds me of Orange is the New Black, because Orange is the New Black, it first focused on Piper and Alex, right? The two main white people in the show. And then they were kind of like the Trojan horse to tell more stories about, you know, the Asian lady, the Mexican ladies, the Latinas, the black people. So that way they had so much variety of multiculturalism on their show. And this is kind of the same. The first season was mostly focused on Jack and Kate and Sawyer. But now with the second and the third seasons, like, everyone is getting a chance on screen and everyone has their own stories. And the flashbacks are just so interesting. Like, if you didn't get to watch... If you didn't get to watch Lost when you were younger, or if you never really finished it, I know a lot of my friends got up to like season 4 and just gave up because it got too crazy. I highly recommend you continue it now, because the production value of this show is really high. So when you watch it, even like 10 years later, it doesn't look outdated at all. Another 2 videos I watched were actually on YouTube. I'll just quickly say it now. First one is from Maximilian Hansen. She's Earthling Maxi on Instagram. I've been following her Instagram for maybe over 2 years, when I was going through the phase where I wanted to be vegan, because she's a vegan. And I remember her whole body image, when she first went vegan, she lost a lot of weight. She had a really, you know, Instagram worthy body, and recently she's gained weight, but she still looks amazing, right? And then people are just been calling her fat, like, and she's been feeling fat herself because she's a size 8 or a size 10 now. And she is just, this video is just like a really emotional, powerful rant about how social media has created this image about women that we have to look this certain way, and if we don't, it's not okay. But it's just like, who said that, and why do we have to listen to them? Like, why do I feel like I have to still lose weight? Like, why do I feel like I have to look like those Instagram girls? Like, my body type, I don't have a waist, so I never will look like those Instagram girls. And when I watched it, like, she was crying in the video and I was crying in the video. It was so raw and it was so well spoken, and she's like 18 or something, and for her to realize that at such a young age is so precious, because I'm 22 and I'm still learning to accept my body for what it is and deal with it. So props to her. That was an amazing video. Definitely go check it out, boys and girls alike. Go check it out. To see what I've been reading this month, we need to pop into my bathroom. So I'm pretty sure everyone has one of these, but I always have a book in my bathroom. It is called the Pooh Book. And recently the Pooh Book has been a book of poems. It's called I Wrote This For You, Just the Words. There's no author or anything. Like, look at this front cover. So it's separated into sections. So we got on love fan, on being in love, on love lost, on despair, on hope, on living, on dying. And it's just a collection of some short poems and some slightly longer ones. And it's one of those books that you can just bring around with you on a plane, or you can just read a little bit, put it down, and just pick it up a year later or something. So that's why it's my Pooh Book, because, you know, you can't really read a suspenseful book while you're on the dunny. But I love how they said you can read it. It says, thank you for finding me, thank you for being here. I've waited for you longer than the stars. I have waited the night since time started ticking. Without you reading them, these words mean nothing. Thank you for giving them meaning. There are many different ways to read this book. You can read it from start to finish. You can skip to a part of it that resonates with where you are right now, or you can leave it next to your bed or in the bottom of a backpack, and every now and again pull it out and randomly pick a page. So this book, I feel like, is good for people who just went through a heartbreak, or just people who enjoy sort of poems about love and loss and just being in love. And I just thought I'd pull this month's quote from this book as well, because if you go through the book, I'm a folder of pages, so sorry if that really bugs you, but I've just turned the corners on the pages where there's a poem that really sort of resonated with me, or when I read it I was just like, yes. So this is from the section on being in love, and it's called The Things Which Aren't Love. And I think it's very important that we kind of don't define love and box it so sort of like coarsely, because love to everyone is something different. Love is not an object. Love is not like he says he loves you. Love isn't because you slept with someone. Love isn't because, you know, they're there for you every single day. Like, it's different for every person. So I'm just gonna read this to you, and hopefully maybe you can just, it resonates with you a little bit. It says, your salary is not your love, and world is not your love. Your clothes are not love, and holding hands is not love. Long letters are not love, and a text is not love. Sex is not love, and a kiss is not love. Flowers are not love, and a box of chocolates is not love. Sunsets are not love, and photographs are not love. The stars are not love, and a beach under the moonlight is not love. The smell of someone else on your pillow is not love, and feeling of their skin touching your skin is not love. The truth is not love, and winning an argument is not love. Warm coffee isn't love, and cheap cards bought from stores are not love. Tears are not love. Tears are not love, and laughter is not love. A head on the shoulder is not love, and messages written at the front of books given as gifts are not love. Apathy is not love, and numbness is not love. A pain in your chest is not love, and clenching your fist is not love. Rain is not love. Only you are love. So I just think it reinstates how love is different for every single person. I just think it's a really pretty book, and it's really nice. And I remember when my friend slept over, she just went through a breakup, and she read the poem, and she like took pictures of certain quotes and things, and it's just like you can get a lot of life mottos from this book as well. So that's me August favorites for this month. Let me know what you think of this new sort of style. I thought I'd just walk around and just show you what my favorites are and where they are in my house, and just be a bit more lifestyle and be a bit more relatable. And also because it's already dark outside and I couldn't be bothered setting up lights and stuff, so I was like, you know what, I'm gonna just walk around my house with the camera. So yeah, bye guys. Where's my cat? The kitty at the door. You wanna say bye? Bye. Say bye. Give him a kiss. Give him a kiss. Bye. Hello, Kit Kat. He's gotten heaps bigger. He got heaps heavier as well. So this is my very first bronzer. Now, I've always been the type to be like, yes, I have snow white skin. I'm very pale. But since I got tanned a bit